Hello, good morning, everyone. Welcome. It is Wednesday, August 6th. Market is still chilling. About around the same price that we closed yesterday. And we're going to cross our fingers for some good price action. Market's been moving pretty decently past week. Hopefully it can continue. Good morning, Paul. Shraddha, Chris, good morning. Isaac, what's up? Spy up or down? That's the $1 million question, isn't it? The answer is we'll find out. Nobody knows, man. You wait and see what it's doing. You wait and see. You look for confirmation and you trade with it. You don't try to predict beforehand whether it's going to go up or down. You wait and see whether it is going up and down. Right now, we had a little uptrend. This looked promising, but then this pullback has been pretty steep. Moving average not really holding here. And we don't have any more news, guys. We already got through all the econ news. Most likely the rest of the week and next week are going to be pretty slow, as we don't have really any catalysts that can drive the market. So this one, a lot of Wall Street takes time off. A lot of vacations going on. So if you're expecting that when we get into the market and it's anything else, any sort of decent action, then we'll be pleasantly surprised, right? Versus saying, man, I hope it's a really good trend day, and then being disappointed when it's choppy. Right, there's the opening bell. Let's see what's up. Don't really have any bias. We're basically right in the middle of the overnight range there. Dropping off a bit here. Nasdaq looks like it wants to pop up. Hold on. What on earth? Let me see what the heck is going on here. There's my Nasdaq chart. Right on. So, like I said, looks like it's wanting to pop up. Maybe getting the new high of that uptrend from earlier. ES is also very close to popping up here. ES looking more like a little range here. ES unable to get through the moving average so far. A little bit of rejection. Trying to break through the EMA right now. Nasdaq continuing with strength up here. See if the EMA holds. Again, this is looking more or less like a little range. We're going to need to get out of this range really for me to be interested, I think, in anything. Pretty decent little drop there down to that range low. Kind of a bearish bias here on the S&P, unable to really make much progress above that EMA. Nasdaq made a double top and selling off there as well. Good morning, Yas. Still don't have any clear indication of an overall market structure. This is very much range like. We're between yesterday's high, yesterday's low, the overnight high, the overnight low. This is inside of an inside of an inside right now. So keep that in mind. Don't get caught up in like, oh, it's going up, it's going down. Like this is very much the middle of the range. Testing that bottom right now. This is the low of the day. Could be a fail breakout, or we could get some follow through to the downside. We are about to find out. See how strong these sellers are as they try to push it down. Getting a little bounce off that range support. Nasdaq looks more like it wants to drop. We'll see if it pulls the market down here. So far the range is winning on ES. Let's see if this pops up here. Don't diddy in the midi. Yes, don't mess around in the middle of the range. It will not do you good. Don't diddle in the middle, as they used to say. Apparently there's a new saying now. Hey, good morning, gaming. If we keep working our way down from here, this may be a bit of a secondary channel. Kind of looking like it. Hey, Michelle. Good morning. So I'm looking at this possibility. It'll need to be confirmed. It's not confirmed yet. But if the range doesn't play out, this is starting to look like a possible pattern. Don't really have a wider pattern like that on NQ. We're just kind of playing these smaller patterns, waiting for a larger bias to develop. Looks like it's popping a little bit up right now. For sure, some strength has been seen all morning there. Yeah, so far it really hasn't joined NQ in this pop. It's trying. Buyers are definitely trying to push it up here. Right at the moving average. This will be pretty telling. See if we can break through or not. There's a pop. Next test will be that range, or not the range, the channel. We break through that, I'm gonna delete it. Already pretty close to deleting it here. Yeah, we're gonna delete that for sure. Range is taken over so far on the S&P. And kind of a wider, nastier range on NQ. Right around this area. Again, we have not broken through either the overnight high, the overnight low, nor yesterday's high or yesterday's low. Always zoom out, and you'll see that this is very much, here's one range, we're inside it. Here's another range, we're inside it. And then even today, here's a third range and we're inside it. So this is not where you want to try to predict a directional move that is going to break out of any of these areas. Most likely result for today is that we stay inside of this area. We may even break out a little bit of the smaller ranges. You know, maybe we even get a little action to the upside, but then likely that we'll maybe find resistance there, maybe find resistance there. And like, I don't expect, especially these outer layers, to break. I think it's going to be an inside day. Again, with no econ news to speak of. Seasonally dead, just time of year. Wall Street going on vacay. We got to be real. I would love for a major move, guys. I would love that. It's just not likely. Let's see where we're at on NQ. Very similar boat. Here's the high from yesterday. The low from yesterday is right around the overnight low, and we're right in the middle. And you'll see there, all that buying aggression quickly reversed around the top of that range. Looks like sellers might try make another run at the low there. We also saw a bit of rejection on NQ, although overall NQ is more bullish. See generally that we've been making higher highs and higher lows. Getting to the bottom of the range, we'll see if we have enough juice to at least make an attempt to break through. Technically, this little move down already does have a break and a new low, so that might be it. And we're bouncing again. And that's where we're at today, guys. So the play is gonna definitely be looking to catch reversals. Trend continuation is not likely to be much on the menu today. So we'll be looking for failed breakouts. We'll be looking for double higher lows, double lower highs. What a direct move up here towards the top of the range. I would say this is definitely going to get reversed if it wasn't for the Nasdaq being so strong today comparatively. It may want to actually break out up here. Nasdaq putting in a bearish bar. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe sellers have another crack at it here. Now ES gaining strength. While NQ is putting in a bearish bar, ES was not. There's a push by the sellers. Wow. Whippy action today, guys. Good morning, Hevaz. Archer, yeah, talking about, I'm assuming this double higher low right here looks good in hindsight, but honestly, in the middle of everything, that's the middle of the range. I don't know that you want to take that in real time. Oh, I don't think you missed too much. If this little uptrend can play itself out, maybe we get a break and a new high, and then we push down. I could be looking for shorts right in here. You'll notice that the pushes down are pretty fast right now. It looks like sellers might be building up for a move down. ES drop in. Let's see if Nasdaq will follow. Nasdaq remaining pretty solid, holding up on the EMA, but if it starts to drop, it'll definitely send the ES down, tumbling. I would hate to play a really choppy, nasty uptrend like this, but it might be the case. Certainly we're seeing a bull bias on NQ. Sellers on ES trying to push down again. We previously bounced off the midline of the range. Let's see if we push past it this time. Back mid-range. We can chop our way to the bottom. I'd be looking for a buy around here. It does feel, I agree, Tom. It does feel kind of whippy. Like it feels like at any moment there's going to be a huge candle. We got another bounce off the midline on ES, so we're starting to see a little bit of a bullish bias creep in here. We made this low, got a little higher the next time, a little higher the next time. The high is also getting higher. So ES joining the Nasdaq a little bit in the bias, generally moving up. The Nasdaq has pretty clearly been moving up, and as a matter of fact, if we get a higher low right here, I will take it to go long on NQ. Oh, there's that pop. Yeah, now I'm not going to short on ES. Bias is a little bit too bullish at this point. This could be where this little range breaks and maybe we go test the overnight high. All right, ES kind of breaking out a little bit. So is NQ. The bulls are winning out so far. Ron, how many days have I gone without placing a trade? Let's see. This will be the last 2 days I have not taken a trade. There's been a couple, maybe there was a couple scratches in there. Like I started to, and yeah, there was, I think I took a scratch yesterday. I think the day before as well. But yeah, the last 2 days didn't really fully let a trade play out. Six days for Archer, wow. I really like this uptrend on NQ for right now. If we can get a pullback, I will be looking long. Wait, what do you mean 6 days, Archer? You took a trade yesterday. You rode it for like 30 points or something crazy. What are you talking about 6 days? Unless I was Sim. Oh, I see. You're saying in your whole career, it was 6 days they didn't place a trade. Gotcha. Not recently. I was like, dude, you hit a big trade yesterday. I don't know what you're talking about. Still waiting for that pullback on NQ. This breakout looks pretty decent on ES2. We'll see what the pullback looks like. And this does look like buyers may want to test that overnight high on ES. On NQ, we're past the overnight high. We'd be looking more towards yesterday's high. So we're just looking for that pullback, looking for the EMA to hold, and hopefully we can join this move. All right, NQ starting to look like it's going to pull back here. Right. Here we go. Drum roll, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting that pullback. We just need to see the EMA hold. Get a second entry. Yes, very, very close to the EMA. Let's see what we got. Let's see if this holds at all. What we'd be looking for here is a bounce up. We want an attempt up by the bulls, followed by one more pullback, and then a bullish bar, and that's what will take long. Kind of looks like NQ might be slicing through the EMA here. Closed below. We'll see. Jury's still out. We're looking for the same thing. We want to bounce up here, another pullback, and then a bullish bar that we can take long. Not holding here, guys. S&P getting back into the range. And this is exactly what you'd expect on a range day. So this is very much confirming the bias of the day. On a range day, you're not going to get a lot of follow through on these channels. Typically, you'd expect us to bounce right there, get another leg up, but instead, we just slice through the moving average. Very much what happens on range days. We are right at the range high. This is kind of the last chance for this channel to hold on NQ. And NQ is really the only hope that the market has for some sort of trend. Quite the aggressive move down here by the sellers. Still has a chance to bounce. We're right on that range support. We are below the EMA. Watching ES. typically we got to move down. We'd say, hey, all right, maybe we can get a short here. And I will for sure look at that. But with how today's gone, I think it's more likely that we get a reversal than a continuation. So I will watch this pullback. We'll see if the EMA provides resistance and we can consider the short on ES. Meanwhile, on NQ, this larger trend still has a chance. So if we get a double higher low, might consider that. So expecting two different things, kind of looking for a short on ES, long on NQ, not a great sign. ES getting a burst towards the upside. See if it has follow through. ES did push down. We never got our short set up. But now look at this, guys. Now we're actually expecting the same thing. Look. Move down. Break. New low. Okay. When that plays out, you'd expect to bounce. Look at the Nasdaq. Move down. Break. New low. When that plays out, you'd expect to bounce. This is a good sign. We're expecting a bounce on both indices now. So yeah, I would consider a double higher low on ES and NQ. Still no sign of an imminent bounce here. Need like a bullish hammer or something. All right, ES attacking the low of the day. This could get interesting. Boom, look at that breakthrough. If this holds, we'll need to widen our channel. So far, holding this breakdown to the bottom. And I don't know if you guys can rewind the stream, but this is playing out exactly how I drew earlier, that we might break out of this range, try to go higher, and then get smacked down. But ultimately, I think we're going to be chopping around in this area. NQ has not broken down the low yet, but we are seeing a similar move. We'll see how far it can get. ES is at the bottom of the range. Normally I'd want to buy here, except that this trend is still active. It'd be wise to wait till it has a break and new low before we attempt to go long. Compressing at the low day. This is some pent up energy here that could either result in a big bounce or a big drop, so watch out. And when I say big, I don't mean like a trend for the day. I'm talking about big relative today. Just what would this be like? I don't know. 6-7 point move in either direction. Either way, this is some dangerous conditions to try to trade in, guys. Make sure that you are being very cautious. Again, trend continuation is not going to be the play today. look for trends to play out, and then get ready for the reversal with a double higher low or double lower high. Gives you the best chance of success on that. So we'll be hunting those today. Like I said, the last 2 days have only been like scratches for me. It's been hard to find an entry, or either I was away from the desk when one did appear, but it's been kind of hit and run. Want to break that streak today. But either way, we'll take what the market can give us. Be patient. That's how you make money. I hope to see you all over in the Discord. Looking forward to trading together today. Have a wonderful one, guys. Trade safe out there, and I'll see you soon.